laat in die aand met die maan opkom, sien ek lyne in die lig wat my wys so. Daar's niks wat ek kan sê wat iemand nie al weet nie, maar ek het iets ontdek in die môreblom. Die weerlig kom te laat, soek tot jy meer moet vra. Ek is verby die deel waar tyd stil staan en ons weer die einde kom. Maar jy wil nie sien nie, woorde draai om die son. Probeer om vast te hou, die stiltes breek die wiel en ons is niks meer as swerwers op 'n soektocht, van stof tot stof. Daar is twyfel in die seer, as jy rede soek.
Wow, feel-good song that, isn't it? 26-year-old Matthew John Duncan has been making great music career strides since the release of his debut single, ROEP. Matthew is now back with a brand new Afrikaans single he titled Stof Tot Stof, which takes us on the thought process of how a person has reached the right conclusion on any of the difficult questions of life. Well, the Capetonian singer and songwriter is joining us now via Skype to tell us more about this new project, as well as take us through how his music journey has been like. A very good morning to you, Matthew. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm great, Matt. How's it going?
Lekker, it's a bit early for me. Musicians don't really get up this early.
But someone has to do it, Matt. Let's start with this conversation, Matthew, with you taking us through how this music journey has started for you.
So I started, I called myself a closet musician in the beginning. I didn't want to play music for anybody. I was just playing in my room. And I think it was like first year or something, so I was 19 at the time. It was the first time that I actually sang in front of anybody. And I joined the church and I started playing there, and then from there on I started doing gigs and doing live events, and yeah, it's always been my passion. I was just too afraid to actually do it.
Yeah, and before we get into your latest single, let's speak about your first hit, ROEP. I mean, this track did very well, didn't it? And tell us about what it has done for your career.
Yeah, so it was my first. I actually made English music before I went into Afrikaans music, and I was recording an album, and ROEP was just the first song that we finished. And when we finished it, I just put it out, and then it got number 1 on Bulk Radio. It got, I think, like to number 4 on Jacaranda, and it got me a record deal, which was obviously the biggie. And I'm so excited just to be with David Gresham and them and work with them. They've done so much for me, and yeah, they're just an awesome team. So yeah, the song did really well, and I'm really happy now to be releasing Stof Tot Stof.
Yeah, let's talk about Stof Tot Stof. What is it all about, and what really inspired it?
Yeah, man, it's a song about, I don't know, I think a lot of time today people think that they alone have the right answer to difficult questions or whatever question it might be. And I think that it's a very dangerous place to be when you think that you're the only one that's right, because generally then you're the only one that's wrong. So I just think that if we as, I want to get too political now or something, but if we just accept that we are, most of the times that we are wrong, and that we can learn from other people, I think would be a much better country and world that we can live in.
Yeah, you know, Matt, my Afrikaans is less than impressive. What does Stof Tot Stof mean?
Dust to dust.
Ah, okay. And take us through the production of this song, as well as the people you've worked with.
Man, that was like probably one of my highlights in my career. So I worked with Hugh Kraus. So he's the guitarist of Springbok Nude Girls. He did everybody from the Parlour Tones to Prime Circle. He works with Corin Zoid. He's like the producer in my eyes in South Africa. So it was like a massive honor to work with him. So I did 2 songs with him, with Stof Tot Stof being the first one, and so next year we will be releasing the other song.
Okay, and the song also has a music video that I'm watching on the screen right now, and I'm quite taken by the beautiful scenery that this video is set in. Tell us more about that.
Man, that was it was quite a thing, eh? So we shot it also much earlier than this in the morning. And we started off in that road, but the whole thing is I had to be wet in the road. So it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, Kobus Potgieter, the video editor and shooter, he took like this bucket of water and just threw it over me. It was flippin' cold. So I was like sitting there freezing. But yeah, so we shot it like in between Pringle Bay and Royals. So there's like this deserted street there that we just shot it, and then I had to jump. You can see I'm gonna jump in the river.
There we go.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Go. Look at that. Look at that.
I think it looks good.
Now, this song came out at a time when most South Africans in the world were faced with uncertain times. So what kind of impact you hoped it will have when you worked on it?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I can presume what impact it will have on anybody. I think as soon as you release a song, the meaning becomes whatever they believe it is for them. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope it's a positive impact, but I'm not sure what impact it actually will have.
Okay, no worries. And I understand that you became a part of the David Gresham Record Company after winning their nationwide talent search. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, so I was like lying in bed, I think it was a Thursday or Wednesday night, and one of my friends tagged me on Facebook on a like you can win a record deal thing, and I didn't pay like really any mind to it. And then the next morning I thought, let me just send my song to them and see what happens. And they contact me later that day and they're like, who are you? We want to work with you. And I was like, okay, cool, I want to work with you guys, let's do this. So it happened really quickly. And yeah, I'm very, very happy.
Okay, and so where to from here for Matthew John Duncan and his music career, especially now that we are headed into the busiest time of the year for artists, and how do we connect with you?
Yeah, so I'm basically fully booked till the end of the year. But I'm doing mostly private functions now at the moment, and then next year we'll be releasing the second song I did with you, and we're very excited about that song. It's a bit more alternative, so yeah, looking forward to that. And then yeah, I'm on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. I don't know how you feel about TikTok, but I'm not there yet. I can't dance on the camera and sing. It's not my personality. But yeah, so I'm on all the socials. Just check me out there, Matthew John Duncan.
Great chatting to you, Matt. Thank you so much for your time. And this is such a feel-good song. I actually see myself driving along the garden route while listening to this track.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate your time. It's been awesome.
It's a pleasure. Now, joining us there on Skype is 26-year-old Paarl-based singer and songwriter Matthew John Duncan. We've been speaking about his music career as well as his newly released single titled Stof Tot Stof.